Hey, Scott Grove here from Imagine Grove, and I'm trying to do a live feed, and we live in the mountains here and have lousy internet, so this is my recorded live feed, and I hear rumors that we're going to be getting better internet service, but just can't do that. I would like your opinion on what day of the week and maybe time of the day, so when I get that going or we get good cable, I can start doing live feeds. But in any event, I've been getting a lot of questions through emails and online and what have you. So I thought I might address some of those. The topic that I like to focus on is business for craftspeople. If you've seen my one of my videos talking about what I've done throughout my life, got a lot of experience in showing in galleries and what have you. So I thought I might share some of that. So. Today's lesson is the 3927 theory, sales tip. I don't know what we want to call that, but in any event, it's fundamental. A lot of people use it. You probably don't even know that you're being subjected to it, but this is how it goes. Basically, someone before they buy something, they have to remember something 3 times, okay? So they got to see it and they got to remember it 3 times before they consider buying it, right? They just don't feel comfortable for whatever reason. So that's all fine and dandy. So if you're trying to sell something, you want to show it in magazines and a poster and your postcard, and that would work. Or if you're trying to sell an idea, love that movie Inception, you just have to mention the same concept 3 times, right? Not really. You have to actually do it 27 times. And let me explain how that works. So they have to remember it 3 times before they feel comfortable buying it. The problem is they only the problem is, as the theory goes, is that they have to see something 3 times to remember it once. Okay, so now you've got to expose this concept or the idea 9 times, right? Because they have to see it 3 times, they remember it once, then they have to remember it 3 times, and then they'll buy it, hopefully. Well, the problem is that, the theory goes, is that they only remember 1 out of 3 things they see, right? So 9, 3 more times, 27. So that's the theory. So you have to expose someone to something 27 times before they feel comfortable buying it, because again, they only remember 1 out of 3, and it takes them 3 times to see it, to remember it once, and then they have to remember it 3 times, and then they feel comfortable buying it. So that's the theory in sales. So in your marketing efforts, it's important to have your branding established. Maybe instead of showing different pieces, you show the same piece. And I see people do this a lot, where they mix it up and they want to show variety of work. The problem is that people don't really associate that because of this theory. And I had personal experience with this. I was doing a wholesale show. I think it was the ACC in Baltimore. And a gallery owner came in and was looking at a piece. It's one of my popular pieces. And they said, well, what about this piece? And I said, well, this is one of my best sellers. And they're like, oh, okay. And then I said, well, at the last show, I sold 10 in one show. And they said, huh. And then I said, and most galleries who buy this sell it within 30 days. So basically, I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying this is a good seller, and I mixed it up a little bit. And this is not a visual sort of thing, but this is an explanation sort of concept. But it was saying the same thing. Basically, this is a good seller. And the minute, now I had his undivided attention, so I didn't have to say it 27 times. I think I said it, I had his undivided attention, and I said it 3 times, and the minute I said the 3rd time, he was like, oh, okay, I'll take one. So I don't know if that's a good example or not, but that's the only one I got. But so short and sweet is the 3-9-27 method in marketing and sales. Remember that. So I hope you appreciate that. So for now, I'm going to be recording these sort of live feeds. and answering your questions. I've got one question, someone wants to know how to inlay silver, and I couldn't email them back because there's way too many ways to inlay silver, and depending on what type of silver and how big the groove is and so on and so forth. So I'll be answering that. Be happy to answer your questions. Please feel free to subscribe to Imagine Grove, Imagine Grove, Imagine Grove, Imagine Grove, Imagine Grove, Imagine Grove. You get the point. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I hope this helps. Again, email me with your questions. And remember, you don't know what a line is until you cross it. Thanks again for watching. Okay, bye-bye.